Hi, beautiful people. Stick and stay with me. Let's bake and ice this cake from scratch. So, we're gonna start by getting all our ingredients ready for this cake. We're actually baking blueberry lemon cake, and we have our flour with baking powder and some eggs, brown and white sugar, butter or margarine if you prefer, and some lemon rind, some, of course, yes, blueberries, buttermilk, and some lemon juice as well. So we have to prep all these things, make sure they are ready, and of course you need to sift your flour. So we are gonna, and that's my lemon juice. I'm going to leave a description for the measurement of all the ingredients in the comment section below. So you want to start by getting your cake mixer. We are going to start by creaming the brown and white sugar and our butter or margarine till we see it's well combined and fluffy. Attach our whipping pad and then give that a good mix until it's light and fluffy. Scrape down the sides to be sure we have everything well combined in there. We're going to add in our eggs. We're adding 2 eggs at a time, and at this point we've increased the speed on our whisk to ensure it mixes up quite well. We add in some vanilla flavoring, and then you lower the speed on your whisk, and we are going to fold in the flour gently. We are going to alternate this with our buttermilk. So you fold in the flour until the flour is all done, and remember you need to mix this at a very slow speed. My video is forwarded. I've fast forwarded my video. That is why it looks as though the speed is a bit high, but it's actually really slow. So after that, we're gonna continue mixing it with a spatula and hand. So I added in my lemon rind at this point and my lemon juice as well. So we continue to fold in the flour gently. You don't want to overmix your cake. We fold in the flour until the rest of the flour is done. And fold in one direction. Try as much as you can not to overmix your cake at this point. So it has come out well. Our cake batter is looking nice, and of course, yes, always try to keep your working environment tidy. Now we're gonna have to mix in our blueberries, and the blueberries are quite dense, and we need to mix it with a bit of either cornstarch or some flour. This is to help leaven it in our mixture. So you notice I have the blueberry all over the mixture. It's not sinking down to the bottom. So this is the reason why you need a bit of flour or cornstarch on your blueberries. After this, go ahead and grease your baking pan. Line them with some parchment paper and fill your tins to 2/3 full, just as I'm doing. So as you can see, we have the blueberries all over our cake. It's not just sinking at the bottom. Tap, 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 ensure there's no air in your cakes, and preheat your oven and pop your cakes in there. And of course I filled in a bit of cupcakes for my boys as well. So cake is in there. We are baking this at 170 degrees, and you make sure once your cake goes into the oven, you wait till it's fully risen before you open your oven. And we are going to test the cake with some skewers. We still had a bit of moisture in the cake, so I'm going to leave it for a bit, and my cupcake is done. So at this point, I tested with my skewer again. It came out clean, and that's our cake. Our cake is ready. An up-close look of our blueberry lemon cake, and you can see the blueberries went in whole, but they've come out more squishy with a lot of juice in them. And trust me, this cake was really delicious. Now let's go ahead to make our butter icing. For this, we need butter. Most people like to use unsalted butter and put in salt to their taste, but I find I go ahead to straight ahead use my salted butter. So for the recipe for my icing, it's normally half butter plus 1 part of icing sugar is to half part of butter. So if I'm having 250 grams of butter, it means I'm going to have to take 500 grams of icing sugar. And if I'm having 500 grams of butter, I'm going to take a 1 kilogram of icing sugar. So you start by creaming your butter, and you make sure your butter is fluff and light. After this, you saw my icing sugar. You fold in your icing sugar gently, and I cover with my thing that came up with my mixer just to avoid creating a lot of mess. So you fold in your icing sugar gently, and you stir up to be sure you have all the parts of your icing sugar in there. Now after this, I added in my heavy cream. I think I didn't get this on camera, but I added in my heavy cream, and I added also some essence, vanilla essence for flavor. So you leave this, and then you whisk it on top on high speed for 2 minutes to be sure it's well whipped and combined. So I'm just giving it a good mix at this point. And I'm going to give it another whisk. This time around, I think I left it on for 4 minutes to get that butter icing to be really fluffy, just like I want it to be. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix your butter icing really well with your hand. This helps you get rid of all the air bubbles in your butter icing, and it helps it to come together really well. So as you can see, my icing is really fluffy and is ready to go. So I'm now going to get my cake, and I'm going to crumb coat my cake. So I'm actually icing this cake for a client, and she wanted this beautiful cake for her boyfriend's birthday. So they opted for a blueberry lemon cake and also some banana cake. So in all, we had blueberry lemon banana cake with some butter icing, and trust me, this cake was really delicious. So I'm going to stack my cake now. And yes, this is my banana cake. If you want to the full recipe on my banana cake, you leave a comment in the comment section, and trust me, this is one of the best banana cakes you'll ever make. It's actually my signature cake. I have a lot of my customers who enjoy my banana cake. So you shape the banana cake to be leveled, and then you continue stacking with some more cake. Another blueberry cake. This cake looks yum already, guys. So now we are going to crumb coat our cake. This is actually just a way to get the first coat onto the cake, and after this we're going to set it in the fridge. Make sure you go around the cake to shape any excess edges that are popping out to give your cake that round look that you want it to have. Go ahead to apply your cake. Butter icing to your cake all over your cake until the cake is covered and you can see you can see you are not working with a lot of crumbs. After that, you pop it into the oven to set. Sorry, you pop it into the fridge to set. Sorry, guys. Yep, pop it into the fridge, and I'm going to mix my color now into my icing. I wanted a teal color, and because my butter has a pale yellowish color, I'm just going to add a bit of blue to get my teal color. I'm going to mix that up really well and patiently wait for my color to pop. So I keep on mixing till I get my desired color. And now I have a beautiful teal color. I think some people also call this color turquoise. Yeah, my colored butter icing is ready. And at this point in time, I'm ready to start icing my cake. So basically, this is just how to go about it. You make sure you cover the entire cake in butter icing, and then you come in with your smoother to try to make it look finer. You do same to the top. You cover it completely with your butter icing and you smoothen it out, just as I'm doing now. And then you come in with your smoother to help to get all the sides smoothen up. And I'm going to do a little wheel at the base, just as you can see. And that's the name of my lovely client's birthday boy. I'm going in with a bit of pearls. The cake is halfway finished, but it looks really nice already. I'm going in my piping bag to pipe some nice pipings on top, a bit more pale sprinkle. So I had some edible fillers and I decided to edible flowers fillers, so I decided to use this to fill up the top of my cake. And painted some gold on my reel I created at the base. So at this point, my younger sister came in just to film my cake because she was so happy about how it came out. And I have a topper in there just saying happy birthday. And that's it. You have it, guys. It's all done. Let me know in the comment section what you think about my cake. And don't forget to place your order if you have any birthday cake or any cake coming up for a special occasion. And if you want to know anything about my butter icing and my cakes and whatever I do, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks for sticking and staying with me, guys. Catch you some other time. Bye.